I have behind me a tapestry crochet I'm going to attempt. So I've done one tapestry crochet before this. It had two colors and it was a simple heart. And yes, I found it a little tricky. This has 5 to 6 colors. It is a picture I took of my husband while he was having a nice bonding moment with this walrus named Cora. I thought this would be super cool. I want to make a either find or make a custom frame for it. So, yeah, this is in Stitch Fiddle. You can upload a photo and then you can edit how many colors, how big of a picture you want it to be. This is going to be, I think, a pretty big project, but I'm excited. I hope it turns out good. I'm going to have to make some variations because I don't have many shades of brown for whatever reason. It's kind of hard to find a nice brown color in crochet thread. Yes, I'm going to be using the small crochet thread, and I do foresee the biggest hurdle with this is keeping all of the skeins organized. I want to put this in here, so if you're wondering how this is done, you don't have to go to another video to find out. Go to stitchfiddle.com, choose your craft crochet, then choose crochet color work, no preference on the yarn, and you can either choose from picture or empty. Let's go from picture. All right, so this is the one I was working with. Over here, you can play with how big you want your piece or how small. You can play with how many colors. I'm going to say I want 5 colors because that's what I ended up working with. And then playing with the brightness and the contrast will be a big help. Okay, let's go with that. Then you'll go up here and you'll save chart. It automatically has you in the pencil, so you can grab a color, you can use a different color, and you can color in an area to fine tune your pattern. That's the gist of this. And then it will keep track of how to do where you're at. Oh, here we go. Go to File. Go to the Progress Tracker. Okay. And then right here, this would be your first row, and then you can just click up. Otherwise, hitting the space bar on your keyboard will walk you up, and then you can just work through your pattern. Just like that. Here is my color selection. So the lighter blue, darker blue, this is going to be the lighter browns. I have this for the dark browns, and then for the black. I am not looking forward at all to keeping those three organized. These two blue ones, that's a lot easier, I have found, in order to keep organized. I'm just gonna go slow, take my time, and organize them as I go. I did also wrap up the brown embroidery thread, so hopefully that will help a lot in keeping things organized. Final answer. It was at this moment I realized, and I just changed this from the darker brown to the black, that I've been doing that color wrong this whole time. I think I'm going to leave it like that just for the sake of not having to frog and becoming unmotivated for this project. I did try coloring in the darker brown with black, but I don't think it looks as nice. It is less colors to work with, but I do think I want to try and do the darker brown with the lighter brown. Here's the progress. This is supposed to say Cora. It does not. We'll see how that looks in the end. Maybe I can do a permanent marker and like fill in. However, I am like carrying my crochet thread it's just not doing it cleanly. So learning curve there. Probably would have helped too if I did her name with like 2 lines per, like the K. Sorry, let me go up here and show you. So it probably would have been better if I had done 2 for everything instead of just the 1. Here's my progress so far. I think a great quote for tapestry crochet is that just because it's simple does not mean it's easy. I think that's a really good One to keep in mind. Here's the back, some of my floats. And I'll show you on the picture where I'm at too. So I'm about there. All right. Few things I wanted to take note of. I have not been using the box. I used it for a while, but they're more useful, easier to handle all over the place here. And a funny is I might just say, yeah, that's my maker's mark right there. That's my signature. I've also been weaving in my ends, so there's just less thread everywhere to work with. And this is where I am at. I respect I should have played with this before starting this project, but I do think I want to make test swatches of different ways to do color changes. I thought this way was the way to go, and it might be, but I think I want to play with that a little bit. Phew, that was a long haul. I was ready to be done with this project. Overall, I'm really happy with how it turns out. I think I can tell that it's that picture. Now I'm just pinning it to the blocking board. I will spare you the entire process, and I will just show you what it looks like at the end of pinning. I do try and put some pins in the center to help with the pull and dispersing of the tension. I have really loose tension in that upper left-hand corner and tight tension elsewhere. Still think this is going to turn out a-okay. This time, instead of saturating it and wringing it out, I'm going to use steam to get it wet, and then it will just sit and dry. For the backing, I do plan to glue this to a felt backing. I think I would like to have a little bit of that felt as a border sticking out. I'm making sure this is good and damp. Feels pretty good. Now it just needs some time. Here we are. I took the pins out. I did color the shirt and the hat with acrylic markers just to help distinguish things a little bit better. And now I'm going to glue everything down and we should be set. Quick view of the back side too. I didn't weave these ends in. I'm just gonna glue them down. There it is with a border. I think down the road I might trim it all the way up or where there's a smaller border. But for the sake of time, there is the finished piece. Obviously my tension is still not fixed by blocking, but it is, I think, better. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you find some joy in this and maybe you'll take a photo and turn it into a tapestry. Bye for now.